Run, Luke! Go now!
Hey, they're showing the story mode right away.
I started to run like someone suddenly kicked me in the rear.
Here we go, guys.
Behind me, my father was.
Wait, that doesn't look like Guile.
Now! Move quickly!
How's the volume, guys? Good?
Run!
What if suddenly like he shaves his head and his hair is straight, like a brush?
Until that incident,
Got
I
with the
thought
badge.
my father was just a simple, quiet, and reserved man. But that's not true. I was totally wrong. So now, I've decided to fight my own battle.
His name was Joe.
Someday, I want to become a man like him.
They're not even gonna reveal who it is. Oh, they're not even going to reveal it even when he comes out. Oh, there's Goulet. So he's training. Guile's training him. That explains the military alternate costume. Are they just gonna show the whole trailer again? No, okay, here we go. Right to it, hey? Let's go. Let's see if there's any like Street Fighter 6 mechanics or something, you know?
立ち状態から放つパンチボタンの攻撃は弱、中、強いずれも前進しながら
That's really good for light punch. In before Kara throws.
動こうとする相手の出鼻をくじくように使うと効果的です。
Like I said, the jab would be most useful.
トリプルインパクト。
Triple
中パンチ
impact.
からはスナップバックコンボといったターゲットコンボにつないでダメージを伸ばしたり
Free footsies.
必殺技キャンセル可能な強パンチから必殺技に連携させる使い方が強力。
Oh, standing heavy punch. In before it's a crush counter
パ
too.
ンチ技以外にも足元を狙った攻撃に打ち勝ちやすい立ち中キックや
Ooh. Oh, they outright say it has some type of high profile
必殺技キャン
properties
セ
to
ル
it.
可能なしゃがみ中キックなど振り技も優秀な技が揃っています。
Okay, I saw DP like combo at max range. That's
中
good.
間距離では相手の攻
Hopefully
撃
it's
に
not
対
like
してクラッシュカウンターを狙う
bad normals, you know?
ルークのクラッシュ
Like
カウンタ
fault
ー
issues.
対応技は大きく踏み込んでのフックであるヘビーインパクトと上段回し蹴りのアウトロー
Oh, it was a standing heavy punch and crush counter, right?
ヘビーインパクトはルークの通常技特殊技の中でもリーチが長い上
Man, like
通常ヒットでも立ち弱キックやトリプルインパクトがコンボになる
Okay,
高
nice.
性能な技です。
thank goodness. Like, dude, thank goodness they're showing us combo at max range. Like, we've had so many new characters that,
ク
you
ラッシュ
know,
カウンター時は
would whiff on something like
パン
this.
チが連続ヒットするの
In
で
before counter hit makes it
牽
lose.
制からとても大きなダメージを見込めます。
I'm not showing a lot of
アウト
neutral
ローキッ
here.
クはしゃがみ状態の相手には当たらない上段攻撃となりますが
So be there's
攻
stagger
撃
crush
発生
counter.
やリーチに優れクラッシュカウンター時は相手が膝崩れを誘発するので
It's just like Ryu.
相手の立ち技やジャンプの出かかりを止める技として
I don't know who he's voiced by.
また空中ヒット時はダウンを奪うことができるのでジャンプ攻撃に対する対空技として使うと
Anti-air like Ryu
相手
too.
に攻め込むチャンスとなります。次に必殺技の紹介です。高速の飛び道具を放つサンドブラスト。対空技として使いやすい
Yeah, we can see the frame date on that
ライジングアッパー
fireball.
スタンダードな技の他に
Easy to
ノ
use.
ーチェイサー、
Two
インパラ
punches
といった
confirmed.
2種類の技に派生するアベンジャーという特殊な移動技も持っています。ノーチェイサーは
Okay, he does have a like a command run.
インパラーは中段攻撃で奇襲技として攻めに組み込むと効果的です。ですが、ルーク
Wonder
の
how
代
fast
名
that
詞的
is.
な必殺技といえばフラッシュナックルになるでしょう。フラッシュナックルは前進しながら相手に強力なパンチを放つ必殺技となります。強度によってパンチの種類が異なり、弱・中盤はコンボに、強盤は 牽
He's
制
got a lot of fast bully moves, you know?
評判はダメージが高
I
い
wonder how minus these are on
ダウンを奪
block
えること
though.
に加えガードされても反撃を受けづらい中間距離
Hard
の
to
主力
counter
と
when
なる
guarded.
必殺技です隙あらばこの技で攻め込んでいきましょう
So it
さら
must
に
be like
フラッ
minus
シュナッ
4?
クルはコマンド入力後にパンチボタンをホールドすると攻撃直前のモーションで力をためるという特徴があります一定時間ホールドすると性能がアップし弱中盤は閉じに追撃を狙えるようになり強盤はガードされ
Okay,
て
so that doesn't tie in with his V trigger then. He just gets it. Okay, ooh. That's Ed Styles, guys.
しゃがみ強パンチ等の通常技から弱中盤のフラッシュナックル
There's so many moves like this in Street Fighter
ホールド
5.
版が成立した直後にボタンをリリースすることでコンボに組み込むこ
A
と
lot
が
of V skills, like Ken's V skill 2.
ホールド版のフラッシュナックルを絡めたコンボの爽快感ダメージの高さは他のキャラクターにない特徴となる自在にホールド版を扱うには
Honestly,
少し慣れが必要かもしれない
This looks like a better version of Ed. Look at this so far.
主力技
Honestly.
ぜひ使いこなせるように練習してみてください
A better fireball, a better charge move, better anti-airs. Like, I'm not joking. It looks like a better version of Ed.
続い
That's
て
my
ルーク
impression.
の V システムの紹介になります
Alright, let's check
ま
this
ずは
out.
V スキルの性能を見ていきましょう V スキル1
Better normals.
フラッシュナックルを強化する V スキルになります強化されたフラッシュナックルはホールドなしでホールド版と同等のフラッシュナックルが発動するようになります
Okay. That's why I was wondering that it wasn't tied to his visas because I saw the trailer, but that's actually not bad because like they showed it was plus on block when you charge it.
またハードショット後にフラッシュナックルのボタンホールドを行うと通常時のホールド版よりさらに高性能なフラッシュナックルが発動します
The question is there a setup where he can get away with these charges, you know?
弱中盤は閉じに追撃可能な技が増え普段よりさらにダメージの高いコンボが狙えるようになります
Yeah, I think that's what the target con was intended for. I think you're right. And like I said, with that forward moving lights he
後
showed,
盤はガードされた際
might be easy to land it.
増加しヒット時は追撃可能になるというとても強力な技になります
Oh, they're showing a frame trap here. Oh, he has a cancel low medium kick. That's good. He can threaten the low if they walk back. He can throw.
ハードショットは
good.
効果発動までに少し時間がかかるためダウンを
It's better than Ed going, you know, minus 2.
相手に対して発動しその後の展開を有利に運ぶ
And side switching.
V スキル2はサプレッサーという技です
Suppressor.
一度後ろに下がった後勢いをつけたボディーブローを繰り出しますこの技の特徴として交代部分に投げ
Oh no, it's a
カウンター判定
counter.
があります
Oh no.
うまく
And it gets worse against throws?
特殊な演出とともにダメージ
Guys, this might be the Street Fighter 6 mechanic. This might be the Street Fighter 6 thing. You know when my brother was complaining so much about throws? I'm telling you, this is it. This is the mechanic.
キャンセル可能となっているので
I'm telling you guys, that was it.
メッセージは状況を確認して EX フラッシュナック
This is the Street Fighter 6 shit. I'm telling you
ダメージの高
guys.
いコンボを狙っていきましょう
I gotta talk to Willie about this. I guarantee you this is it.
カウンター判定はすぐに発生するわけではないので
You heard it first,
防
guys.
御時に切り返しとして
We'll look back
使う
on
には
this one
不向き
day.
ですが近距離での攻めの選択肢として強力な技です
I mean, at least Capcom's realizing that this whole game revolves around throws right now. That's an interesting thing. There's no other character that has shit like
紹介
that.
となります V トリガーは1、2どちらも V ゲージが V タイマーに変化するのですがルークの V タイマーは時間経過と相手にダメージを与えることで増加し専用技使用時と被ダメージで減少するといった
What?
これまでにない特殊な性能になっています
Weird.
V トリガー発動後の展開が今までと大きく異なるので、ルークを中心とした新しいゲームメイクをする必要があります。既存キャラクターと戦った時どのような展開になるか。
That'd be funny, guys, if the final balance patch is everyone's V-trigger drains when getting hit, and they're just doing this ahead of time.
オリジナリティあふれる性能ですが、V トリガー自体はどちらもシンプ
A
ルなものになってい
universal
ます。
nerf to V-triggers.
V トリガー1レンジアームズは飛び道具必殺技のロックブレイカーとサーモバリックが使用可能になる V トリガーです。レンジアームズ発動
This looks so cool, dude, this one. I love this V-trigger.
同時で飛び道具を3発立て続けに放つロックブレイカーが発動します。
So he gets 2 uses with
ロッ
it?
クブレイカーは通常技やターゲットコンボ、サンドブラストからキャンセル発動することもできる使いやすい技です。
His V-trigger refills naturally. It's really cool.
もう一つの専用技であるサーモバリックは EX サンドブラストからの
Looks so sick.
専用技となります。
You guys like this costume better than his
限ら
default?
れている分、派手な演出とともに大ダメージを与えることができます。
I don't know if it makes him look less plain, right? Because he's like in a military kind of like uniform, but
フラッシュナックルから別コードのフラッシュナックルへキャンセル発動が可能となる V トリガーです。
yeah, you guys like this one? That's cool.
通常版、ゴールド版、どちらもキャンセル可能になるほか、
A lot of fun combos. I wonder if these wall splats, if you can air reset it with a light, for example, you know? Ooh, that was a light confirm.
一度のコンボで与えるダメージが大きく増加します。
Woo!
高い攻撃力を盾に接近戦を仕掛け、相手にプレッシャーをかけていきましょう。
Okay. I wish they show the health bar to see how much damage. Oh, they're going to show an example match anyways. We're going to see how much damage this does. I'm going to see the scaling. Well,
ルークに V トリガーを発動された場合、
we have to see what he can cancel on block and V trigger. That'd be one really important factor.
相手はどうしても接近せざるを得なくなるので、ルークの土俵となるインファイトに持ち込みやすくなります。
All the best V triggers are immediately threatening when activated.
できれば一度のチャンスで大きなダメージを奪えるトリガー発動中の時間を長時間維持することができます。シーズン5最後の一人ルークの紹介をさせていただきました。
That was fast, man. They went over that
通
fast.
常技や必殺技でガンガンを行使し、接近してラッシュを仕掛けるアグレッシブなキャラクターになっています。
Like Ryu V trigger 1.
時間経過で回復する V タイマーといった他のキャラクターになる
There's more to it than that. It depends how easy he can get in, you know? This throw V skill is very interesting.
新しいバトルをぜひ体験して
Throw counter. Hopefully they show us some example fights
特徴
though.
があるルークはストリートファイター世界の新たなチャレンジャーとなります。
I'm telling you guys, that throw counter is Street Fighter 6.
それでは最後にルークの実戦パフォーマンスを見てみましょう。
Alright, let's see the damage and the scaling. Let's see if he plays like Ed. Seems like he plays like Ed. He zones, then he gets away with a charge, and then he goes in. Gets knocked down, looks like he gets Oki. Corner carry. And that crouching medium kick looks alright. Whoa, look at his crouching animation. With his hands up, that looks kind of sick. That's a cool crouching animation, dude. That medium kick looks pretty good too. Yeah, it looks, yeah, it's super UFC. It's very UFC. Very MMA. Oh, you can combo from standing medium kick. V reversal's a knockdown. That fireball doesn't seem that minus even up close. 2 bars. Oh, there's the target combo. Definitely looks like Oki. I'm sure you can like cancel his target combo into the V skill probably. Look at his Popeye arms, boys. Let's see if it goes away if he gets hit. I didn't even notice. Ooh, look at that. Look at that back throw. Look at that back throw, man. Target combo and activation looks plus. Ooh. You guys like the animations? Oh, I'm glad you guys are impressed with the animations. Like, a lot of people think this character looks really plain, but... Well, the EX looks minus. I mean, if you're a big MMA guy, I think you would like this character. There's a lot of cool looking animations for him. I really like that crouching animation. I think it's sick. That's a cool looking crouching animation. Dude, that's like the best crouching animation in the game, honestly. They like to play close though, you know? I mean, they're showing off the character obviously, but they like to play close. Oh! Dude, you see that? He activated on plus and then he tried to delay tech. And he countered the delay tech. That'd be really risky though, I don't know, but that would be like, if you're in a Luke matchup, you would have to really adjust because you have to, I mean, we're already disciplined enough that we're scared of shimmies, right? So I don't know if a counter to a throw would be better than a shimmy. It depends. There are some situations where for sure you're gonna delay tech, like after a jump in, for example, or like if you're going against a character with a really far throw range, like Bison. They said the throw counter has startup and can't be used defensively, so it's just an auto shimmy tool. The thing is his shimmies are gonna be really strong too because his heavy punch and all of his punch normals go forward, right? So he's gonna be able to, and we know his standing heavy punch is cancelable. So he'll be able to cleanly like shimmy in the first place. So what's the last day? Just like we said, it was whenever Capcom says a month, it's always the very last day or the first day of next month. Every time. So I mean, what do you guys think overall of how this character looks? I think it's the same thing, you know, it doesn't look too weak. There's nothing really that looks too insane that makes him too strong, you know. I'm really curious on a lot of his forward moving moves, you know, how oppressive are they, you know, can you stuff it when he's charging you with a low, for example, you know. He's got a lot of the charge move could be a good scrubby move to get in, especially if you can charge it and it's plus, but at the time, you know, we have to know like how easy it is him to get the charge off. His V triggers don't look insane, which is like a huge factor to his characters. We know he can use his target combo to activate, and if he can be super plus, like if he's able to just throw out an EX move and activate, that'd be like super good. Like that buff to Sakura, for example, or EX Tatsu into V trigger is insane. That'd be really good. And then if he's close, he can threaten with that V skill. He's got a good low to threaten with to stop you from walking back. His normals definitely look good. I wonder how he'll deal with zoners. But like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like my first impression of him is he just looks like a much better version of Ed. Like, he will be zoning you. He's gonna be zoning you, right? He's gonna bait you to jump. He's got a DP, a heavy kick, right? And since he's got a DP, he's got like a better anti-air than Ed because he'll probably be able to cross-cut it, right? And it'll be faster. And his fireball obviously looks better because the projectile is like already out when it starts up. And then once the opponent gets conditioned after you zone for a bit, then you can get away with your charge moves and go in and get plus. Whereas Ed is like -2 with a side switch, but Luke's like he's like plus and he's right in. And then all of like Luke's normals seem to work, like they connect well. They show tons of like max range conversions from his normals. And don't forget the low threat, right? Like Ed's crouching forward low threat is not that you basically get the hit confirm the upper, right? It just doesn't seem good. Too bad they didn't like give us more of his story. I was like actually pretty interested in the story on where that's gonna go. But they definitely add more mystery to it. But at least they didn't go with the, you know, Guile's his father route. He's definitely trained by Guile though, which explains some of his moves. But I was kind of hoping they would hint some Street Fighter 6 in it. They gave him an option, that standing medium kick. They gave him a good option against characters with really good low medium kicks, like Kadeen or Cammy, right? But I would just wonder how he's gonna tango against some of these characters, especially projectile characters. If Guile trained him, he could still be related to Gunlock, right? Yeah, I mean, they outright said in the story that his father wasn't an ordinary man, right? Like he said, he was an ordinary guy. So I don't know if that was a red herring, but they were implying that it's somebody we know still. But they outright show him too. His fireball is really unique, you know? It's really unique. It's kind of instant. I mean, that's good and bad. It's like, it's good on one side because like it's fast, and if you're having a fireball war with someone or you're using it in neutral, you can poke and get a lot of good fast hits with it. But it's also bad because like having a slow projectile is really good because it allows you to get in, or you can use it as a meaty and be plus, right? So there's like an upside and downside, but when we were watching the example match, he was like really close. They were like throwing it back and forth really close. It showed Alex's command grab, right guys? Yeah, it shows his command grab. It's not just normal throws, it's command grabs too. This is really good against like grapplers option selecting. He just wails on you. They should have at least had a ref in the background that's like, stop the fight, you know? Or it would have been, you know, could have been a little bit something more interesting, like he calls in an airstrike, like he radios in Guile for an airstrike, you know? But yeah, my overall impression is he looks fun, man. He looks fun. Like I said, it doesn't look too weak, doesn't look insanely strong. There doesn't seem to be anything that looks, you know, super oppressive. Definitely have to take a look at all of his like forward physical moves that like run in and see how plus these things are, especially off activation. I really want to mess around with that counter throw V skill, and I want to see how he deals with like some really tough matchups like Bison or Guile. How he deals with anti-projectiles. Late tech killer, yeah. I mean, a shimmy is a late tech killer. That's the thing, right? You gotta see like the trade-off. Is it worth it? You know? Because the thing about shimmies that make them so insane is they're barely risky at all. The opponent has to gamble and do like a wake-up low forward, right? And if you're just like taking a gamble and going, and then they punish you, I mean, it has to be something really worth it. You have to check how much bar it gives you. Obviously, there's damage, right? But like I said, with his forward-moving punches, I mean, he's gonna have a 6 shimmy anyways. Standing heavy. That's a crush counter that also moves him forward. That's also cancelable. I mean, he doesn't need a throw counter, you know? I guess there's the fact that it stops command grabs too, which is kind of cool. You know, if you catch somebody churning. But if they said you can't use it defensively, then startup must be really slow. But I'm telling you guys, man, that throw counter, that's the Street Fighter 6 universal mechanic. Everything my brother says, it comes through, man. And my brother whines about throws all the time. Remember, Street Fighter 5, the main goal was to give as many characters anti-fireball moves as possible. That was like the main goal, because zoning was cheap. Now throws are cheap. And then in Street Fighter 7, motions are cheap. Get rid of the motions, one button specials.